been a fan of the show Breaking Bad for just over 2 years now. Unlike American audiences, the show didn't air on network television, and therefore, even though I knew of the presence it had created over in the US, it wasn't readily available to me until the box set went on sale around the 3rd season. In this documentary, I will talk about not just the show's unparalleled explosion onto our culture, but largely on a variety of themes, messages, and symbolism I have taken a great interest and care in collating throughout the course of the show. In the interest of people who haven't yet seen the show, it may be worth acquainting yourself with a few of the episodes, at the risk of some of the key issues I would cover within the piece washing over you without a moderate understanding of the story. The show itself has a very simple premise. A chemistry teacher in the American Southwest, diagnosed with lung cancer, a victim of both his illness and a state-sanctioned hypocrisy, making an ordinary middle-class American healthcare depend on the state of your income. Unable to pay for his treatment, and having a pregnant wife and disabled son at home, our protagonist Walter White's options seem limited. Soon after his diagnosis, Walter agrees to go on a ride-along with his DEA brother-in-law Hank, his purpose being to find out firsthand how lucrative the manufacturing of methamphetamine can be, using his experience as a chemist. It is also the unintentional meeting place of his former student cum partner Jesse Pinkman. Together they establish a relationship that sees them working for small-time dealers, working operations and manufacturing for cartels, and building up their own empire from scratch. However, as we come to learn, the paths that these characters forge out for themselves, while starting with primarily good intentions, become every bit as corrupt as the industry they used to poison society. The enormous success of Breaking Bad is owed in large part to an acclaimed writing staff, unorthodox story arc, and direction that is oblivious to established conventions in the typical American TV show. It's far darker and paints in much thinner strokes, similar in my opinion to The Sopranos in that it's the first of its kind and a cinematic structure built for the TV. Vince Gilligan, being a former writer and director for the cult sci-fi show X-Files, is no stranger to asserting and inserting his own symbolism and themes into his work. Darker and more surreal maybe, but they are no the less prevalent in Breaking Bad, cropping up in some quite interesting ways. Did you ever notice the clever arrangement of colour used to give insight into the mind of Walter? Starting as the mild-mannered chemistry teacher, he wears muted pastel colours, very dull and almost passive to the eye. However, as the series unfolds, he opts for much darker, stronger colours to satisfy his growing alter ego. In scenes of confrontation or dominance, he almost always wears complete black, as can be seen in the now infamous Say My Name speech.
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
You what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Fring.
You sure?
On the flip side, he also adopts a much softer palette during his moments of severe vulnerability. Notably during the episode Crawl Space, when White thinks of running away with the money. There are one or two other clothes-related gags that serve no other real purpose than to give a little reward back to the audience.
Gonna leave this place, take my true love by her hand.
Unlike some theorists in this area, I wouldn't go as far as to say Walter's name somehow shows connotations of him at first being a good individual, or having a clean conscience. As any fan of the show is aware, certain facts about Walter's former business affairs come to light, and we learn just beneath the surface is a man struggling to overcome the sellout he believes he is. It's on this basis that I believe his name is likened to a blank or white canvas, neither good or bad but waiting to take on colour.